Hello there and welcome. If you're watching this video, chances are you or someone you love has been dealing with leg pain. Maybe it comes at night and wakes you up. Maybe you feel cramps after just a short walk. Or maybe it's a constant nagging ache that just won't go away. Whatever the case is, I want you to know you are not alone. Leg pain is very common among seniors, and it can be caused by many things: poor circulation, weak muscles, nerve problems, or just not getting the right nutrients in your diet. The good news is this. Today, we're going to talk about 8 powerful nutrients that can help ease that pain. These nutrients can help you feel stronger, move better, and get back to enjoying life. And the best part? You can get most of them from food you already know and love. Let's get started with the first one on the list, magnesium. Nutrient 1, magnesium, the muscle relaxer. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals in your body, especially when it comes to your muscles. If you've ever had a leg cramp out of nowhere, especially at night, low magnesium might be the reason. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax properly. Without enough of it, your muscles can get stuck. They tighten up and cramp. It also helps with nerve signals and supports healthy circulation. As we age, our bodies don't absorb magnesium as well. Some medications, like diuretics, also called water pills, can make you lose even more magnesium through your urine. That's why seniors are more likely to have low levels without even knowing it. So how much magnesium do you need? For most seniors, the recommended amount is around 320 milligrams a day for women and 420 milligrams for men. But what does that look like in real food? Here's a few easy examples. 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you about 150 milligrams. That's nearly half your daily need. 1 ounce of almonds, about 23 almonds, gives you around 80 milligrams. 1 cup of black beans gives about 120 milligrams. Even a small square of dark chocolate has around 65 milligrams. So imagine this. If you have a small salad with spinach, a handful of almonds for a snack, and a bowl of black bean soup for dinner, you've already hit your goal for the day without needing a supplement. That said, if you have trouble getting these foods regularly, magnesium supplements are available. But always talk to your doctor before adding any new supplements, especially if you have kidney problems. In short, magnesium helps your muscles relax, prevents cramping, and improves blood flow. If your legs are tight, jumpy, or aching, magnesium could be your missing piece. Nutrient 2, vitamin D, the sunshine strength booster. Now let's talk about a nutrient that works like sunshine in your body, literally. That's vitamin D. Vitamin D does a lot of things, but when it comes to leg pain, its main job is helping your muscles and bones stay strong. It also supports your nerves so they can send messages properly. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles can feel weak, sore, or even shaky. Some people with low vitamin D feel pain in their legs, hips, or back, and they often don't know why. Here's the thing. Many seniors are low in vitamin D, especially those who don't get outside much or who live in cloudy areas. Our skin makes vitamin D when we're in the sun, but as we get older, our skin isn't as good at that job. Plus, we tend to cover up more or stay indoors. So, how much do you need? Experts recommend that seniors get about 800 IU, that's international units, per day. That's the same as 20 micrograms. What does that look like in real food? 3 ounces of cooked salmon gives you about 450 IU, just over half your daily need. That's about the size of a deck of cards. 1 cup of fortified milk has around 120 IU. 1 egg yolk has about 40 IU. And 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil, a bit old-fashioned but still powerful, has over 1,300 IU. That's more than enough for the day. It can be tricky to get enough vitamin D from food alone, so many seniors take a supplement. That's usually safe, but again, check with your doctor first. If you're getting leg pain, especially if it comes with weakness or balance problems, it's worth checking your vitamin D levels. A simple blood test can tell you where you stand. Think of vitamin D as your muscle fuel. It gives strength, stability, and support. And without it, even walking can feel harder. Nutrient 3, potassium, the cramp stopper. Now let's move on to our third nutrient, potassium. This one is famous for stopping cramps and helping muscles work the right way. Potassium helps your muscles contract smoothly. It also keeps your nerves and heart healthy. When you don't have enough potassium, you might feel weak, tired, or get sudden cramps, especially in your legs and feet. And here's something important. Some medications, especially diuretics, can flush potassium out of your system. That means you might be losing potassium without even realizing it. So how much potassium do you need? Most adults should aim for around 2,600 milligrams per day for women and 3,400 milligrams per day for men. Let's make that easy with food examples. One medium banana has about 420 milligrams of potassium. One baked potato with skin gives you around 925 milligrams. That's over a quarter of what you need in a day. 1 cup of cooked spinach has about 840 milliliters. 1 cup of orange juice gives around 500 milliliters. You can see how you might hit your potassium goal by having a banana with breakfast, a potato with dinner, and a glass of orange juice in between. Potassium is found in many fruits and vegetables like sweet potatoes, apricots, beans, avocados, and even yogurt. If you're having leg cramps at night, or if your muscles feel twitchy or stiff, potassium might be something to look at. And again, if you're on medications for blood pressure or heart issues, ask your doctor if those could be lowering your potassium levels. Just remember, don't take potassium supplements on your own unless your doctor says it's safe. Too much potassium can be dangerous, especially if you have kidney problems. But from food, it's one of the best ways to keep your legs feeling smooth, steady, and cramp-free. Nutrient 4, calcium, the bone and nerve protector. Let's talk about calcium, a mineral most people think of for bones. And yes, that's true. But calcium also plays a big part in muscle and nerve health. When it comes to leg pain, calcium helps your muscles contract properly and supports the signals from your nerves. If you're low on calcium, you might feel tingling, numbness, or even spasms, especially in your legs or feet. And of course, weak bones from low calcium can lead to fractures or pain in your joints and legs. As we age, our bodies don't absorb calcium as well. Plus, if we don't get enough vitamin D, we also can't absorb calcium properly. That's why calcium and vitamin D often go hand in hand. So how much calcium do seniors need? For most adults over 50, the goal is about 1,200 milligrams per day. What does that look like in food? 1 cup of milk has about 300 milliliters. 1 cup of yogurt gives around 400 milliliters. 1.5 ounces of cheddar cheese, about 2 slices, has 300 milliliters. 1 cup of cooked kale gives about 180 milliliters. 3 ounces of canned sardines with bones gives around 325 ml. So if you have a cup of yogurt with breakfast, a sandwich with cheese at lunch, and a side of greens at dinner, you're right on track. But be careful, too much calcium from supplements can build up in your blood and cause problems, especially if you also have kidney issues or take certain medications. Getting it from food is best, and it's usually easier on your stomach too. If your legs feel twitchy, or your bones ache, or you just feel unsteady on your feet, don't forget calcium. It's not just for bones. It helps everything from your heartbeat to your muscle control. Nutrient 5, vitamin B12, the nerve shield. Now let's move on to a nutrient that's easy to miss but absolutely essential, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is crucial for nerve health, and when you don't get enough, it can show up as numbness, tingling, burning, or weakness in your legs or feet. Sometimes people say it feels like walking on pins and needles, and in more serious cases, it can cause trouble walking or even balance problems. Here's the important part: seniors are at high risk for vitamin B12 deficiency. That's because as we age, our stomachs don't absorb B12 as well, especially if you've taken acid reducers or medications like metformin. So how much B12 do you need? Adults generally need about 2.4 micrograms per day. That doesn't sound like much, but again, it can be hard to absorb even small amounts without the right stomach acid. Here's what that looks like in food. 3 ounces of beef liver has over 70 micrograms, that is more than 20 times the daily need. 3 ounces of beef or ground meat has around 2 micrograms. 1 egg gives about 0.6 micrograms. 1 cup of milk gives about 1.2 micrograms. 1 fillet of salmon, about 3 ounces, gives around 4.5 micrograms. So if you're eating meat, fish, eggs, or dairy regularly, you might be getting enough. But if you're vegetarian or if you eat small portions, you could be missing out. The good news is that B12 supplements or B12 shots are very effective if you're low. A simple blood test can tell you your level, and correcting it can really change how your legs feel stronger, steadier, and pain-free. If your legs are numb, tingly, or feel like they're falling asleep, or if you're stumbling more than usual, don't overlook vitamin B12. It's small, but mighty. Nutrient 6, omega-3 fatty acids, the inflammation fighter. Next up is a nutrient you've probably heard about: omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are known for helping your heart and brain, but they also play a big role in reducing inflammation, and that is a key reason why they help with leg pain. Many people, especially older adults, suffer from chronic inflammation. It can affect the joints, the muscles, and the nerves, causing pain, stiffness, and even swelling in the legs. Omega-3s work like a natural anti-inflammatory. They help calm down the immune system when it is overactive and reduce the pain signals sent through the nerves. This is especially helpful for conditions like arthritis, poor circulation, or even nerve pain in the legs. So how much omega-3 do you need? Most experts suggest around 250-500 milligrams per day of EPA and DHA, which are the two main types of omega-3s your body uses. Here's what that looks like in food. 3 ounces of cooked salmon gives you over 1,800 milligrams of omega-3s. That is way more than the daily need. 3 ounces of sardines give about 1,500 milligrams. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil gives around 7,300 milligrams. That's a lot. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds has about 5,000 milligrams, though this kind is called ALA, and the body converts it to the more useful types. So if you eat fatty fish like salmon or sardines twice a week, you're doing great. If you don't eat fish, consider flaxseed, chia seeds, walnuts, or talk to your doctor about a fish oil supplement. Omega-3s also help improve blood flow, which is another big deal for leg pain. Better circulation means more oxygen to your muscles and nerves and less pain overall. If your legs feel stiff, sore, or swollen, or if you have arthritis, omega-3s can make a real difference. They work gently but powerfully, and many people feel better after just a few weeks of adding more to their diet. Nutrient 7, iron, the oxygen carrier. Now let's talk about iron, another mineral that many people forget about when it comes to pain, but it plays a crucial role in keeping your legs strong and pain-free. Iron is the main ingredient in hemoglobin, the part of your red blood cells that carries oxygen through your body. Without enough iron, your muscles don't get the oxygen they need, and that means weakness, fatigue, and pain, especially in your legs after walking or climbing stairs. Low iron is called iron deficiency, and if it gets worse, it can lead to anemia. This is very common in older adults, especially women and people with certain digestive problems. So how much iron do you need? Women over 50 usually need about 8 milligrams per day, and the same goes for men. Here's what that looks like in food. 3 ounces of beef liver gives you about 5 milligrams of iron. 3 ounces of ground beef gives about 2.5 milligrams. 1 cup of cooked lentils gives about 6.5 milligrams. A great option for vegetarians: 1 cup of spinach, cooked, gives about 6.4 milligrams. 1 cup of iron-fortified breakfast cereal can give you anywhere from 5 to 18 milligrams, depending on the brand. But here's something to remember. Your body absorbs iron from animal sources better than from plant sources. However, if you eat your iron-rich foods with a source of vitamin C, like orange juice or tomatoes, you'll absorb more of it. If your legs feel heavy, weak, or tired all the time, especially after small amounts of activity, iron might be low. Other signs are pale skin, dizziness, or feeling cold all the time. If you're concerned, ask your doctor to check your iron levels. A simple blood test can tell you if you're low. And if needed, iron supplements can be used, but always under a doctor's guidance because too much iron can be harmful. Nutrient 8, coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, the energy spark plug. Let's finish strong with a nutrient that's not as well known, but incredibly powerful: coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10 for short. CoQ10 is something your body naturally makes, and it helps every cell produce energy, especially in your muscles and heart. Think of it like a tiny spark plug that helps your engine run smoothly. Without enough of it, your muscles can feel weak, tired, or sore, especially in your legs. And here's something important. Your levels of CoQ10 drop as you age. Also, some medications, especially statins, which lower cholesterol, can lower CoQ10 even more. Many seniors who take statins say they get leg cramps, stiffness, or fatigue, and often that's linked to low CoQ10. How much do you need? There's no official daily requirement, but many experts suggest that older adults may benefit from 100-200 milligrams per day, especially if they're on statins or experience muscle fatigue. CoQ10 is found in food, but only in small amounts. Here are a few examples. 3 ounces of beef heart or liver can give about 10-15 milliliter. 3 ounces of sardines contain around 6 milliliter. 3 ounces of chicken thigh has about 2 to 3 milliliters. That's why most people who need CoQ10 take it as a supplement. It comes in capsules or soft gels and is generally safe, though it's always smart to check with your doctor. If your legs feel tired all the time, or if you're on cholesterol medication and have new muscle aches, CoQ10 might help restore some of that missing energy and reduce the pain. Let's go over what we've learned today. These 8 essential nutrients are your natural toolkit for fighting leg pain, boosting strength, and staying mobile and independent. Magnesium, the muscle relaxer, found in spinach, almonds, beans, and whole grains. Vitamin D, the sunshine strength booster, found in salmon, fortified milk, and egg yolks. Potassium, the cramp stopper, found in bananas, potatoes, spinach, and orange juice. Calcium, the bone and nerve protector, found in milk, yogurt, cheese, and leafy greens. Vitamin B12, the nerve shield, found in beef, fish, eggs, and dairy, critical for nerve function. Omega-3s, the inflammation fighter, found in fatty fish like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts. Iron, the oxygen carrier, found in beef, lentils, spinach, and fortified cereals. CoQ10, the energy spark plug, found in organ meats, sardines, and supplements. So what can you do now to put all this into action? 1. Eat a variety of colorful foods. Try to include fruits, veggies, lean meats, and whole grains every day. Think of each plate as a chance to feed your legs. 2. Check your medications. If you're on statins, diuretics, or metformin, talk to your doctor about nutrients you might be losing. 3. Ask your doctor about testing. A simple blood test can tell if you're low in vitamin D, B12, or iron. 4. Supplements are helpful, but not the only answer. Try to get most nutrients from food first, then use supplements if needed and only under medical advice. 5. Stay active. Walking, stretching, and light strength exercises help your body absorb and use these nutrients more effectively. 6. Hydrate. Dehydration can make leg pain worse, especially cramps. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day unless your doctor says otherwise. Your legs carry you through every step of life, so take care of them. Pain, weakness, and cramps don't have to be a part of aging. With the right nutrition, your body can heal, strengthen, and stay active for years to come. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Whether it's swapping white bread for whole grain, adding a banana to breakfast, or trying salmon for dinner, you're doing something good for your legs, your health, and your future. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, share it with someone you care about. Let's help more seniors live pain-free, active, and joyful lives.